Hello, and welcome to Big Brown and Hairy. And as promised, we are back with another episode after a slight lull in episodes. I am Bobby Rayman, and this is.
I am Tuffy.
There you go. New split screen. Look at that. Shoddy Productions is starting to grow up. I have got weirdly a runny nose, so I apologise when you see me blow my nose.
Yeah, the Rayman's feeling a bit ill today.
I'll be a lot quieter today.
He's a little bit ill today. He's a bit under the weather.
I haven't got COVID. Just
the Rona.
I haven't got the Rona. I just had this weird. Do you know when I don't know if you get these 24-hour flash flus. They're just very weird. I mean, I'm just a strange being.
I mean, is it something that do you think you'd get more ill if you didn't sort of shake it off fairly quickly? Are you able to shake off things?
I think
quickly.
I preempt flus and go for Lemsip quickly.
Right. Okay.
And that tends to help. So
load yourself up.
Load myself up with just whatever shit is in those little sachets.
Okay.
Wondrous sachets.
Yeah.
But I've always
hated them.
Yes, snort them.
Have a line of
Imagine
Lemsip.
doing that lines of Lemsip.
Lines of Lemsip.
I love it. Yeah. So I never liked the lemon flavour, but when they brought out a blackcurrant,
yes,
that was when my life changed. And yes, I have to quickly charge my laptop. Apologies. Yeah. So. Yeah, when they brought out the blackcurrant, I could down that, but the lemon ones are gross.
I know. I'd rather like the lemon ones.
Do you?
Yeah, I rather like the lemon ones. I thought, but the Lemsip as opposed to the lemon Beecham's. Lemon Beecham's is a little bit has like a bitter aftertaste to it.
Right.
As in my opinion, anyway.
What a start!
Whatever
to
that's worth.
Lemsip.
Talk about any old shite. Yeah.
Right, should we talk about what we couldn't fit into the last episode?
Yeah,
we've got 4 or 5 things to talk about. I think your favourite F1, I'm going to let you talk about this while I recover and don't sound as snotty.
Right.
So what do you think of the Bahrain Grand Prix?
I think it was a great start to the new era of the new car designs and what they're sort of trying to achieve in closer racing, overtaking, and giving the punters bang for their buck. I think it's a good start, very good start. They can only go up from here.
What did you think of Ferrari?
That car.
I'm just looking through now.
That car looks very handy, very handy. I think the Red Bull has outright pace. I think that's a general consensus amongst all F1 fans and pundits. The Red Bull has outright pace, but in race trim, that Ferrari looks very handy.
It looks mean. I've just got it on our, so you can see it up there. I mean, there's a lot more. One thing I noticed was, are you squeaking there?
I am, yeah. Too close to the, a bit too close to the set there.
Yeah. Giving away our secrets, our squeaky secrets. No, there's a lot more. The I don't know what the key terms are. The floor pan, the bottom. There's a lot more touching towards. I mean, they're low, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, that's the
you can see that image.
Yeah, I mean that's the new design of the cars and what's
Surely that's uncomfortable for the drivers.
Well, I mean the ride height of the car when it's at standstill is, it's a relatively sort of generous amount. The reason why they're lower, or they appear to be lower, is because they're under load,
right?
Downforce, and that's because of the new designs that have been, the new car designs that have been that they're now sort of the design philosophy, which is they brought back basically ground effect cars. I don't know if that means anything to you. Do you want me to get into the technicalities?
If you want to, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So as I studied the first year of an engineering degree, I learnt about all of this.
Okay.
So basically, ground effect, particularly on racing cars. Right. Previous, from the early 80s to effectively last year, right. F1 cars all had flat floors.
Right.
With the exception of that little step that they had in the middle following what happened in 1994. Right. They were flat, plain floors with a diffuser at the back.
Right.
now what they've gone back to try and ensure that the downforce that's generated is generated underneath the car as opposed to the wings, because of the belief was that the wings, having the front wing and the rear wing to such designs would hamper the vehicle getting into the dirty air pocket to try and overtake. Right. So now the bulk of the downforce is generated through ground effect. And now ground effect is where they channel air underneath the car through these little tunnels, which are called Venturi tunnels.
Yes.
And it causes the Venturi effect, where the air is then accelerated through and then fed through the diffuser at the back as well. So effectively, what the car is now, the entire car is now a wing.
Right.
So when you have air accelerating underneath the car,
right,
it means that there's a low pressure point underneath.
Okay.
Now the air going over the car is slower, which means there's a higher pressure forcing it down, and that's where the downforce is created.
Is that why they've gone for a slightly unsafer method? Or going back to what they've done before.
Yeah.
Is that why they've got thicker tyres now as well, or bigger tyres? Sorry, not thicker.
I don't know the reasoning behind that.
I don't know the reasoning behind that. That slows them down, doesn't it?
The tyres.
Bigger tyres, yeah. There's going to be more road noise.
I think what it is that the wheels themselves,
more vibration for them.
Yeah, they've gone to low profile tyres. So right. the wheel and the tyre itself is still the same size. It's just that the wheel is larger.
Oh, I thought the actual wheel size changed.
No,
I might be wrong.
Yeah, yes, because they've gone from 13 inch
yeah.
to
17.
18 inch.
Oh, it's 18.
18 inch. They've got 13
Which
inch
is a standard
to 18 inch.
normal car.
Yeah, but the tyre itself,
the actual alloy
the alloy is bigger, has taken up that space. There's less.
So that might mean more tyre problems.
Well, that's what that's the worry, that the new design philosophy might allow cars to follow each other closer, but the tyres.
I have to say though, the cars look nicer.
They do.
Much nicer than the.
I
like the McLaren.
Yeah, the McLaren is a very.
Nice. We've got it up here.
Yeah, the McLaren. That's not no.
It's not a McLaren.
No, that's a Red Bull and a Mercedes.
I like the Mercedes.
The Red Bull and the Mercedes.
I like the McLaren, the Mercedes. The Red Bull just looks there.
I don't know. I think the Red Bull looks. I think if you colour the Red Bull in different colours, another team's colours, I
think it's that. It's just those colours annoying.
Yeah.
But
I think what I was saying was basically that's the worry with the design philosophy might allow the cars to follow each other closer and allow overtaking opportunities, but there's a question mark with regards to the tyres and whether or not Pirelli have designed the tyre compound to allow that closer racing and things like that. Right. So there's the jury's still out on that, really.
Right. What did you think of Red Bull and Max getting angry at the performance and the weird coincidental same issue at the same time, near enough, of their basically just the car just going.
Yeah,
it's a bit weird, isn't it?
I think they said that the engine seized up or something like that.
But they happen exactly near enough at the same time. Very odd. But did you see? And I hate to go off on the tweet that Mercedes did. I'll try and find Mercedes' tweet.
I heard after the race ended and Lewis Hamilton got third, I heard the little shade that he threw. It said something like reliability is really important, or something, words to that effect, which of course a lot of people were then inferring that was aimed towards Red Bull,
which I think it kind of was.
Probably.
I'm trying to find
it's
what
you'd
said.
there we go. It's what you'd come to expect from Lewis Hamilton.
There you go. It says you love to see it. Full stop. I'm sorry. I love it. I love it.
I love the theatre of it.
I love it. Come on, let's just.
I love the theatre of it. But what I would say is that if Mercedes are going to dish it out, then they've got to be able to take it as well. And that's really the question mark. Can they take it? Because certainly last season it didn't look like they could.
Well, I think, it's like Stockholm Syndrome when you get beaten so much. So maybe they'll adhere to...
Maybe they will. If you're going to dish it out, Mercedes, if you are going to dish it out, you've got to learn to take it as well.
Yes,
You've got to learn to take it.
But I thought Hamilton, considering everything that went on, they did well, and I think Mercedes are still up there. The French, what am I about? Leclerc is French. The Ferrari team do look good.
Leclerc is not French.
Whatever, sounds French.
He's not French. He's Monegasque.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
Monegasque. He's born and raised in Monaco.
There you go.
He's a Monaco citizen.
Monaco, are they in League One?
Oh,
League yes, they are. And League
Farmers League.
The French League.
The Farmers League.
They're in there, so that counts for me. Kylian Mbappe played for them. He's French. There you go.
Okay. All right then. Okay.
Don't they call it the French Principality or something?
Principality, yeah. It's like Wales. Wales is a principality.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, fuck him. Anyway, French. No, Ferrari looked good, but as we found out last season, not how you start, it's about
how you finish.
And if Mercedes carry on developing, and because they all start copying each other, don't they?
They do.
They're going to be there, aren't they? Because they've got money. That's what it comes down to.
They have money. They have
Ferrari,
expertise.
But
they have money. They have expertise. They have a winning pedigree. Last,
and they're willing to go for radical ideas, as we saw with that weird no side pods.
No side pods. Well, mind you, Williams have come for the same thing as well. Williams actually introduced that.
Oh, did they?
This season, If you have a look at the Williams car, again,
because I know
very
Horner
small.
was having a go about something. Well, that's illegal. Then day after, no, it's not illegal.
Well, this is the thing.
Didn't think of it.
The media will report it in that way, but it really isn't.
Oh, is it not? I only read.
He may well have said something like that, but that's not the intention. The media will report it that way because there's a rivalry between the two teams. It's basically what that is. Let's clear this up now. What that is, it's not him questioning the legality of the Mercedes.
Yeah.
It's him basically indirectly questioning the FIA to make a ruling on it. Because he doesn't want Red Bull to go investing in the same sort of thing, only for 2 races later the FIA to rule it illegal.
Right.
Because there's now a budget cap as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's smart politics.
Yeah. These sort of protests, they happen every year. Year.
Just because there's more of a light on it after last year.
Yeah.
There's obviously a bit more needle. But yeah.
The
F1 I thought was a good start. Just from
very
interested
good
in it, only because of what happened in the previous season. So,
very good start to the season.
Very awkward. I saw a picture of Avram Grant. Not Avram Grant. Avram Glazer, sorry. Not the former Chelsea coach. Not the Israeli legend that is Avram Grant. Avram Glazer, one of the United owners at the Bahrain Grand Prix. And I think there was a joke about him having more appearances at a Grand Prix than the actual United team this year, or something stupid. Wow, more appearances there than Old Trafford.
Was that a good or a bad thing, though? Does anybody want him at Old Trafford?
Oh, nice goal sheet. A shutout. Oh my God! What a shutout.
Does anybody want him at Old Trafford? Does anybody want to see him at Old Trafford?
Not really, no. But yeah, there we go. We're not going to talk about awful owners. Actually, we can carry on. We can talk about Abramovich, can't we? He's related to former owner. Or is he owner? He's still owner. What is he now? He's owner on gardening leave.
I don't know. And when Chelsea gets sold, what happens to the money?
Apparently, he's going to. What Abramovich cited was that it would go to Ukrainian.
But that was prior. That was at the point when he was desperately trying to sell. He's now being sanctioned.
But I don't know what happens now.
So now, if he's been sanctioned, his assets have been
unfair.
frozen.
If he was trying to get rid of it and give the money to Ukraine, I think the government should let it.
But he wasn't trying to give the money to Ukraine. He said that he would give it to those affected by the conflict. So that it was also going to Russians as well.
Oh, because I thought originally he said that and then put a fan on the board and all that BS. And then when it started to get a bit close to the bone with the government, he then said, "Oh no, we'll go to all Ukrainians."
Did he actually clarify that?
He actually said it, and the thing is, he also.
Do you have a citation for that at all, or anything?
Yeah,
anything on the internet?
No,
the last thing I heard was that he said that it would go to those affected by the conflict.
He definitely, because he's also been called. He's actually been trying to contact Putin to also,
Yeah.
What the whole reason of these oligarchs or whatever, however you say it, oligarchs, however you say it. The whole point of putting pressure on them is so they put pressure on Putin. So it did work, and it just shows how crazy Putin is, doesn't it? Really, he's ignoring all his things, but he's putting pressure on them, going, "If you come back and all this, we're gonna, So they've got pressure from both sides. So, I think we won't go into the politics of it all at the moment. We did that in another episode.
Yeah.
But I know from now.
I think we deduced that it was very hypocritical of the Tory party.
Very. He did a fundraiser while Putin was attacking Ukraine. Boris had a secret fundraiser where there was Russian donors there. So do you think he gives a shit? No. It's only for face. He's looked at all that shit I've done in the recent 6 months. Okay, well, that doesn't matter anymore. I can brush it off onto these Russian guys. It's the perfect story for Boris. But still, he's still managed to make himself look like an idiot by going to this donor thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, we won't go into that too much. I'm sure there'll be future episodes where we'll go into it.
And of course, comparing the conflict to Brexit.
Oh, unbelievable. So tone deaf. But there we go. But Chelsea, from a sporting point of view, that's what's horrible. What's going on is horrible, but I kind of find, let's take away the morality and the horrible war stuff. It's hilarious on Chelsea. I mean, the 1 minute you can get anything you want, that, and then you're fucked. It's really funny.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, this is about as extreme a situation that you'd dream on Football Manager.
I think for me, it's not necessarily funny, but it's certainly very poetic. I mean, for years, season after season, Chelsea have been gobbling up young talent from around, from all over the world, not to actually develop them, but to keep them out the hands of other clubs. Haven't they? That's
they're not allowed to do it anymore.
It affected Liverpool on the on the other side of that a number of times.
United, John Obi Mikel, look at that.
Yeah, yes, yeah. We tried to sign Salah, and then of course earlier. But then he went to Chelsea.
Then went to Roma, then you got him, didn't you?
Then we eventually got him. So we've been on the receiving end of
Bruyne.
that. William as well. We tried.
The amount of talent that's gone through Chelsea's academy is outrageous.
But they've literally hoovered up.
But it's just, as you said, it's poetic though.
Yeah.
What brought you all this is now the same reason why it's going away.
Yeah.
Now, what's funny is all these consortiums and all these superpowers wanting to buy it, but they're not going to have the buying power of Abramovich. So you're not going to be nowhere near, unless some Saudi government takes it, which I've heard there's just one member of the Saudi family.
Really?
Which is another member of the...
They're
allowed to do that, aren't they, if it's a different person?
I think so, yeah.
So, essentially, it's going to be the Saudi league,
Are we on the verge of seeing Chelsea enter into mid-table mediocrity? Mid-table obscurity.
It's an interesting question. Do you want to come into shot a bit more? Sorry.
You're
sorry.
Just
going out of split.
Oh, sorry. I'm relaxing. I was relaxing myself.
I can't be bothered to move the split screen. No.
Sorry.
It's all right. No, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Chelsea have been fantastically dominant recently and had a resurgence after a bit of a dip in managers and actually finally getting to Tuchel, who was a fantastic modern day, that press, that whatever, Gegenpress,
yes.
A fantastic coach. You get him, you're getting to somewhere, you win in Europe, and then bang, 1 week, gone. Putin ruins everything. So I can see I'm very uncomfortable with Chelsea fans singing Abramovich's name.
Yeah.
But take away the morality of what's going on, I can see why they're doing it. But we can't take away that morality. Things that are going on, this awful anti-humanitarian.
Do you see the hypocrisy of it though? With the Chelsea fans, it's just absolutely dripping in hypocrisy.
Well, these are the same Chelsea fans that abused people on the track, if you remember, and like,
Yeah, what was
what
it?
do you expect?
We're racist, and that's the way we like it.
And,
Yeah.
you know, that's yobbish behaviour. So, do you expect anything less? Not really. So, I wasn't too bothered, but I can understand why people are offended.
These so-called football fans let their entire moral fabric
just over a game,
over a football team. Basically,
but it's more than a football team, isn't it? To them, it's like literally, it is like a political party that they're partisan towards.
I mean, it raises the question that if this happened to other clubs, would it be the same? If it happened to, say, Liverpool, my club, would the fans in the Kop react the same?
I think the fans are more. Every other club a bit less. I don't know. I think they're more.
Given the same situation, so let's say Liverpool had a Russian oligarch owner, same situation.
I think it's to do with the. But this is generalising. I don't mean to.
From
coming from a working class background, these fans from Liverpool, Man United, where they're more working class, they tend to be more welcoming towards other races and other things going on. Like especially with Liverpool, with Hillsborough and all that sort of stuff, all those real life things that happened as a byproduct of football. I feel like they would be a bit more sensible about it. You're going to get a few that are going to be, but Chelsea as a collective, the hardcore fans are in the same. Well, singing his name, which is a bit awkward. It's just a bit. Not now.
Of
course, he's done fantastic for the club. Yes, but where did that money come from? Why did Abramovich buy Chelsea in the first place? What was the reasoning? This has been common knowledge. He bought the club so it was a face, so he would buy something that's very much in the public eye, so the Russians didn't have anything against, they couldn't do anything to him. So his wealth was protected so the Russians could take it because of their, not communistic, but those sort of tendencies and sharing the wealth. Hence he bought Chelsea, which is very much in the public eye, and they can't do anything because then they'll be like, oh, Russian influence.
Yeah.
But then when that's gone away, now Abramovich has got pressure from both sides. Now, people don't realise that was the case. They just think, we just wanted a football club. No. It was a front, so he didn't get his wealth taken away. But where did that wealth come from in the first place? It was deals with the government, oil deals, and that's what Abramovich did.
Yeah.
And loads of other shady things with Saudi Arabia and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The inevitable, it's oil, isn't it? So they're going to have conversations. But that's layman's term, breaking it down in a very simple way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots more to do with it, but the whole point was he just wanted to fund Chelsea so he could protect his money. That was a bit shady, the way he gained it. And if you remember the early 2000s when he first came in, everyone knew it, but they were fine with it because it was like, oh, it's all right, he always does stuff in the club. But you can't remain in that mentality 20 years on.
They were fine with it because they saw an opportunity. Rich club, we can now buy up anyone we want and win anything.
It was a rich area as well. So we've got to think from a class point of view. This is what I was trying to get back to. Sorry, was they're middle class, aren't they?
Yeah.
Middle class to upper class, even Chelsea area. So they're going to have that mentality. I'm sorry, it's just the way I think. Anyway, I mean, it's generalising, and I don't like to do it, but I feel like people from a working class background, like your Liverpools, like your Manchesters, those sort of areas where there's more of a mixture of communities.
Yeah.
They seem to be more sympathetic when it comes to...
City was built on.
Oh, yeah. We don't forget that sort of thing. But Chelsea's a bit more la-di-da.
The Chelseas, the Fulhams.
The Fulhams around that area, it's West London, isn't it? So it's
Yeah.
Of course. Knightsbridge is round the corner. I mean, it's inevitable. But what's just interesting, the hand that fed you is the hand that slapped you around the face as well. It's gone. But with these consortiums coming in, it's interesting to see. It's very up in the air. I don't think they're going to have the buying power that they have now.
No.
Because it's not. It'll be in the billions, but not in the tens of billions.
Yeah.
Or hundreds of billions.
Yeah.
Like nowhere near Newcastle.
No, not at all. Newcastle,
more like Man United.
Newcastle are now they're now in another league, aren't they? Really, when it comes in terms of buying power, they outstrip Manchester City
which is mad.
Tenfold. They outstripped Manchester City.
Manchester City aren't exactly bad, are they? There's only so much money you need, but
yeah.
But yes, I agree with you because they're like, essentially Saudi
But the thing
Arabia.
about Newcastle though is that they have this ownership that makes them essentially the richest club in the world now. With this ownership, they have a fantastic stadium. They have, that they're able to fill even for like an FA Cup tie between them and someone in the 4th division. They're still able to fill it. They with
quality.
Yeah, they have people wanting, fans wanting season tickets. A queue that goes out the door and around the corner.
And you know what?
There's so much potential there. With Newcastle, yeah.
We're taking away, again, the morality of Saudi Arabia and the irony of all this.
Absolutely.
But I am quite happy that Newcastle have got money. They've always been a fan-driven club, so, let's take out all that bollocks. So it's interesting to see. I'm kind of happy that they're performing again.
Yeah.
It's funny to see Lampard fail. It's very funny.
It is.
I didn't think it'd be so funny, but it's really funny.
It is. And you know what? Part of me thinks that he's sort of...
His last interview in the FA Cup when they got knocked out by Crystal Palace 4-0, which is embarrassing, by Patrick Vieira, a newish manager as well.
Yeah.
Well, his second club, if you think about it, in the first time in the Premier League. It is his first radio. Whereas Lampard's, it's not his first radio.
No, it isn't. No.
But irony brings it that the last 2 clubs that Lampard has been at, they could be in financial constraint. He's ruined Chelsea, and he's also Everton could go into liquidation at any point. If you see the finances,
yeah.
And there's
have you noticed though that he's now employing the similar sort of man management tactics as Mourinho?
100%. He's going for the offensive, which isn't going to work. That's a sign of weakness for me, as we've pointed out many a time on this podcast. But yeah, shall we move on from all this depressing crap? It is just sad to see. Shall we go on to some silly things?
Okay.
Let's carry on with politics. I mean,
that's as silly as it gets, really.
It's about as silly as it gets. I'm going to quickly find Mr. David Cameron.
Oh right, I thought we said silly politics. I thought Nadine Dorries has got to be in there somewhere.
Okay, I don't know about you. When it comes to real things like this, I feel very uneasy with photo opportunity to say, I'm helping out.
Yeah.
There's loads of people, like, for example, I think about 9/11 when it happened. Who was that actor? What's his name? Shit. Oh my God, I forgot his name.
Steve Buscemi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where he, you knew exactly what I was thinking about. So where he volunteered.
He used to be a firefighter, didn't he?
Yeah. He didn't tell anyone. He just went and did it.
Yeah.
You just don't need to tell anybody. It's about doing good.
Yeah.
Whereas this isn't doing good. This is making your PR better.
Yes.
And look at that swami pig shagging face. He's morphing into a pig. I hate him.
I'm just surprised that he has an LGV license. Really?
Apparently, I saw on Twitter. It's funny you bring that up on Twitter. Loads of comments. But again, if you had a license before, I quote me if I'm incorrect. Well, before 2000, you can actually do it. If you've got a license before 2000.
What?
You can drive one of those because it's 7.5 ton. Oh yeah, there was a massive rant about it.
Oh right, like what? Just a regular car?
Yeah.
So if you've got that license prior to 2000,
yeah, you could do that thing.
A 7.5 ton.
Yeah.
Oh, so I could.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Don't quote me for the exact date, but it's around 2000.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to moonlight as a 7.5 ton.
So we're going to have big brown and hairy trucks coming soon.
I'm going to hire myself a 7.5 ton.
I've never wondered if I became a celebrity. I would never take a photo opportunity for the sake of it. There's nothing to raise awareness here. We are fully aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
What are you raising awareness? There's no awareness to be... No. You're just showing people, look what I'm doing. Just go and do it.
Virtue signalling.
Virtue signalling.
Yeah.
You prick, because everyone thinks you're a pig shagger, and you still are. Peppa Pig fucker. I don't know why that came up. Just a dick.
Yeah.
I hate him. And also, a fun fact about David Cameron, he tried to, before he became Prime Minister, he tried to run in 1997 in the general election for where we're based in Stafford.
Yeah.
He tried to go for the seat here.
Yeah.
And he lost to David Kidney for the first time. And this is a Conservative stronghold because it is Stafford's weird. It thinks it's sort of middle class when it is.
It's an entire population voting against its
Yeah,
interests.
and it's the first time they lost in however many years, the Conservatives. So it was very funny that he lost a safe seat. And then he became Prime Minister. And then, there's conspiracy theories. I wonder why all that crap came up about Stafford Hospital suddenly, randomly out of nowhere. It's because he hates Stafford. Tell me I'm wrong. It's a bit coincidental. When Stafford's hospital records were nowhere near as bad as any other hospital in the UK. Yes, it was bad, those isolated incidents.
Yeah.
But they were looking for an excuse. But there you go. That'll be a report another day when I go on a rant about that. But David Cameron has a problem with Stafford because he lost here. Because he's a loser. And he didn't take any photo opportunities of him losing in Stafford, did he? No. What he's doing is using poor people that are dying in Ukraine. Yes, it's wonderful that you're giving them, stuff. I've got no problem with that. Just go and do it.
Yeah.
You don't need to raise fucking awareness, or to make people think, oh, actually, he's not that bad anymore. He's all right. Fuck off, you pig shagger. Am I wrong here? I don't.
I don't think you're wrong.
What, the photo opportunity.
I don't think you're wrong. I do think I just sit here laughing at
my rant.
Your rant really more than anything. You're getting all worked up.
No, I am getting worked up because I don't like people using sad things.
Yeah.
The real life things to just make themselves look better.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. I entirely agree. I can't
think of the benefit of this photo op.
Yeah.
What's the benefit? Let's play devil's advocate. What is the other side of it? What raising awareness to what? We all know what's going on. It's the biggest subject. We all know where to go. All you do is a Google search to find out what to do.
Yeah.
Is it that difficult? Do we need to go? Oh, what's David Cameron doing different? Oh, he's driving to Poland. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. How does he do? No, you just go on the internet.
Yeah.
Why have Sky News got a perfect photo of it? Why have people got a perfect photo? How have those photos got to those people? Wait, it got sent to them as a press release, did it? Oh, right, okay. That's normal, isn't it? Paying for a press release, or your media chums. Oh, look, guys, let's do this. Oh, we'll put you in our paper. We need something to go. No, not actually posting the real news, which is people dying for no reason.
Yeah.
But no, let's put David Cameron's pig face. It's like DNA has changed through his penis. And he's morphing in via osmosis of the cock. He's turning into a pig. Maybe gone a bit too far.
I just find it funny watching you sort of getting your clams steamed.
No, I mean, it's just irritating. I mean, it's not. I don't want to be joking about this, but it is. Imagine the Ukrainians going, thank you, David Cameron. Cameron. You might as well be a cameraman. That was quite a good joke by accident. David Cameron. Oh, that's good. There you go. A new joke is born.
You have that one. Yeah.
There you go, David Cameron. Do you really think Ukrainians are going? Thank you.
And I agree. I agree with you in the sense that if you're going to do and this is for anybody. If you're going to do something good, you don't need to announce it. You don't need to publicise it. It's like giving, handing some money to somebody homeless on the streets and then taking a selfie as you're doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Patting yourself on the back for it. It's
Ukrainians are going to go, thank you, Mr. Cameron, thank you for that. But instead of shagging the pigs, can you send it over so we can eat it for food because we've got no food? Except the Muslims, obviously. It's not halal.
Yes.
But no, stupid joke. No, it just. Why no one else having a go about it? I can't see anybody else in the press.
The optimist in me is saying that maybe he's done it to use his sort of platform as someone like me can do it. Ex-Prime Minister.
That is a good reason.
The optimist in me is wanting to believe that.
But I don't feel like it is, though. No. What?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Do you know who the only person that I saw use his platform and didn't get as much buzz and he deserved it more was the guy who did Homes Under the Hammer?
Oh, okay, yes. I
can't remember the guy's name, the one with the,
I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Why isn't he's done exactly the same thing. Why hasn't he been put in the press? I just saw it on Twitter.
Yeah. I know who
but
you're
I didn't see it in the press. Why hasn't he been put in the press? Because he hasn't got fucking chums. He doesn't need to. He's just saying, look, we're taking this much here, and this is the drop-off point, and he's showing it. Why David Cameron's not showing the drop-off points. He's just saying, I'm going to Poland and taking a picture in the car.
Yeah. Like I said, the optimist in me that wants to believe that it's him using his platform to say, I'm the ex-Prime Minister, but if someone like me can do this to help, then
I hope so.
Please.
You know what? Now that you said that, I hope so. But I feel like it's not. It's not come across like that.
Yeah.
I mean, just go and do it. And then take a photo afterwards and post it afterwards like, I've been. You don't need to do the whole journey.
That's true, yeah.
Just say, look, I've been. There you go, done. If anyone would like to know how to do this, contact this email.
Yeah.
Is there that? Is that anywhere? Nope. Bullshit. But yes, anyway. I think that's my rant over.
Yeah,
I need to get that off my chest.
I mean, it is funny watching you sort of...
I thought I made some good jokes there.
watching you get
David Cameron.
Yeah. David Cameron. It's funny watching you get your nose out of joint, you know.
It is. Anyway, it's running. Yeah, so... yeah, that's great. That's really pissed me off this week. Other things. Would you like to know other things that have pissed me off?
Oh, excuse me. I do beg your pardon.
We'll go into something, a monstrosity that I saw online. And being of brown nature, I saw something that really, really, really stressed me out.
Right.
It was horrendous.
Right,
It was
okay.
horrendous. It really affected me that I couldn't sleep that night.
Oh, you're being facetious now, aren't you?
And it made me question my race, my people, whether it is my people, or whether it is the other half of the that's involved in this.
My people.
But this is a monstrosity.
Get on with it, Mandela.
That doesn't need to happen. It's the new
makes me question my people.
A new cuisine.
Okay.
That I've seen that's called Indo-Italian food.
Oh, right, yes. Okay.
And I will show you this horrendous combination of food. Now, Italian food is known for being simple, strong flavours.
Yeah.
Simple. That's what Italian food is. But Indian food is simple, but a bit more complex with their spice. And there is some I can agree.
Yeah.
There are some crossovers on spice. Certain things, but not too much. But fuck me, Indo-Italian food, you can get fucked. What is that? Why? I saw it on my Facebook advert. I couldn't find the specific advert. You know, you get adverts on Facebook. And it came up with, come try our Indo-Italian specialist, our specialist in Indo-Italian food. What does that mean? Specialists in Indo-Italian.
When you told me about this, my initial reaction was, that's weird. That's really weird. Strange. But then, having thought about it, this isn't anything new, is it? No, I mean, how long have pizzas been around with tandoori chicken as a?
But that's fine. That's fine. I know that kebab houses do that. Okay, but they don't call themselves Indo-Italian cuisine.
No.
What I'm on about is this pasta that's been fucked with spice. This monstrosity, capsicum. They couldn't even say peppers. This, whatever the hell this is. Oh my god!
Which one is it you're pointing at?
Sorry, the green paneer ravioli.
Oh.
Look at this fusion thing, Indian Italian fusion. Look at this.
Paneer ravioli. No.
It's just not a term. A toasty. So fuck off. It's like making a tikka masala and then just putting a bit of parsley, a bit of oregano, or for our Americans, oregano. Yeah, it's
tossing some tagliatelle through it.
I couldn't, as being a brown person here, as you can tell, and big and brown and hairy. I think we're very much well versed in this monstrosity of a cuisine.
Yeah,
it's not a thing. It's just gone in kebab houses where they've just added chicken tikka on pizza because it's been bastardized. But if you want a proper Italian pizza, you know what to have.
Yeah, very much so.
And those kebab pizza places are not the same, are they?
No,
they're just stodgy American style pizzas.
Yes,
not Italian. Pasta being fucked. Like we've all joked about, when like someone has shepherd's pie or cottage pie over here, they put an Asian family, they'll put spices in it to give it more flavour. Or Christmas dinner, they will put spices on the chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave it. Enjoy. Like
my mum did that for my father.
Oh God.
My dad, my
Did they
father,
like it?
Yeah, he did. My father would eat roast dinner on the side of curry and rice. No matter what.
My dad would refuse to do stuff like that, roasters and stuff. It was hilarious. He'd
Really?
have it, and then he'd just go, "Can I have some rice afterwards?" It's typical Asian. Well, my problem with this is, and correct me if I'm wrong, the Asian community, they're very concerned about when other people of other races have Indian food, they're very concerned about how they have Indian food and how it's created, and that's the way it's done. There's that within Asian culture, within curries. That's how it's done, or whatever food. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Whereas when you want to try other cuisines, those same people are then bastardising their dishes. No, you've got to enjoy those dishes for how they are.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it with spices. It's like, let's make your curry even blander. You know, it's just... No. No.
Yeah.
It irritates me. Just enjoy the cuisine like where it's come from. I'm in a right ranting mood today. Am I wrong though? You can't be double standards. Like you can't. Oh no, you can't ruin our curries, or you can't ruin our culture.
Well, it's too late for all of that, isn't it? The chicken tikka masala is a perfect case in point.
That's a bullshit dish.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean though. It's too late for that.
The korma's a proper dish, but that's been fucked.
You know, it's too late for all of that. Ever since that cuisine, Indian cuisine, came to this country, it's been completely.
It's not an Indian dish. It's a British dish. The masala, chicken tikka masala.
Yeah,
and we've got to say it's a British dish, not a Indian dish. However, I want to debunk some things that makes me. With my Caucasian friends, it's very funny. They're like, "Oh yeah, I went to the Indian restaurant." They always call it for me. "Oh yeah, I've been to the Indian restaurant, and if you know." I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so obviously, but you enjoy the flavor. Like they're treading on eggshells. It's always hilarious. And they go, yeah. So this guy, he created me this dish, and I went, oh really? Okay. And they go, yeah, it's called a chicken handy. And I just couldn't stop laughing. Now I'm going to debunk some things here on names. You know that us brown people just made them up. I just hate to say the chicken handy. Do you want to tell you what it means? It means chicken pan.
Yeah.
Literally means chicken pan, people.
Saucepan.
Saucepan.
Yeah.
Chicken saucepan. That's what it means. It's not some kind of fancy dish. A dupiaza is 2 onions.
Double onion, really.
Dupiaza.
Yeah.
Double onion.
Double onion. I mean, it's a very simple thing to do.
Right.
You have a base of onions to start the curry off with, and then later on towards the end of the curry, you add in a whole load of onions.
I hate to tell everyone the base to most curries are the same.
Yeah.
I hate to tell everyone.
Most curries are the same, even the vegetarian ones.
Even the vegetarians ones, and they use the same fucking spoon. And another thing that I'm going to ruin is the chutney pots. The stuff that you leave in the chutney pots, they reuse them. They don't throw them in the bin. So I never eat chutney pots from an Indian restaurant with those little, those metal things that you get. And you go, oh, pass me that lime chutney, that mango chutney. Yeah, someone else's gob and arse hairs are in there. Yeah, you want to touch that? You want to talk about COVID? Go and teach those boys COVID lessons. Yeah. So I'm sorry, every Indian restaurant, we're letting away your secrets here, but they don't chuck it away. So I always ask, can I have a separate plastic pots of sauce if I'm going? Because they haven't been redone.
Yeah.
But those metal pots, you've been eating other people's poo hairs.
Yeah. And of course, you want to believe that.
Sorry to debunk Asian people there.
You want to believe that the more modern Indian restaurants that have been opened by the next generation,
their kids or whatever.
Yeah, you want to hope that they've sort of learnt the lessons and they're a bit more sort of vigilant about those things. But I mean, I've worked in Indian restaurants since I was I've worked in Indian restaurants since when I was 13, 14 years of age. I was sitting in the back of a kitchen peeling spuds, peeling onions. Yeah. And I saw it. They get a whole load to create the gravy that goes into every curry. They get a load of chicken carcasses, roast them down, and then boil them up, spices, onions.
And it's the same base.
It's the same base that they use.
Vegetarian.
Even for what you believe to be the vegetarian. Even the vegan dishes. What you believe to be the vegan dishes, they use the same base. And that base is made from chicken carcasses.
Yes. So, I mean, we hate to debunk it, but this could be quite funny to. Well, I says right. Fuck them. I've seen. I'm not saying all restaurants are like this, but I've been in some. You know, when you go and visit family, they go,
sweat houses.
Come to that place. You know, come see. Come on, we'll eat. And I'm always neglectful. I'm like, I don't want to eat because I know what it's like.
Yeah.
And then when I go in the kitchen, this is the worst thing I ever saw. This guy was cooking. You know, they have the ladles because they cook.
Yeah.
You know, with the ladles there, and they're pouring the spices on the racks in front of them.
Yeah.
Doing that, and then he goes, "Hachu," and then wipes his no gloves or anything, and then he's chopping an onion on the side while that's cooking.
Yeah.
Because he's adding fresh onion on top, whatever dish bullshit they're doing. He dropped the onion. He went underneath the oven, which was the stove thing.
Yeah.
Which is already gross because his feet are in there, and
Yeah.
you know his sandals that he's wearing. You know the steel cap toes that they don't wear. Gets the onion, gets it goes like this. Can't see for the life of it. And I won't have that, thank you very much. And that's only a certain place.
Yeah.
But let's just say culturally some things are still left in Bangladesh and India.
Yes.
Delhi belly happens for a reason. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. There are only a few handful of things that we've just debunked.
I've seen
the chutney one is the biggest one that is gross.
Yeah, I've seen similar things to that with the chef. He's standing at the stove, you know, making this curry or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You know, you can call it a curry if you want. I sure as hell don't.
It's not. And then what's been interesting about friends when they've come over to our house and they went, this is nothing like. Yeah, the sauce is a lot thinner. It's not thick. It's catered for the Caucasian palate.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but they're not traditional. You might go to some places that are traditional, and they usually look like shit from outside.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. The posh places that look nice from the outside tend to be shit food.
They will not
That's
give
just
you,
a rule of thumb.
Yeah, they'll not give you authentic food. If
Shit to the place
to
look at, usually the better
the food. And that sort of translates to other areas of the world as well. When me and my wife, when we go travelling, we like to go to these places where the locals go, because you are guaranteed that the food is going to be authentic and it's going to be good.
Yeah, I think having authentic food now is just the lines are blurred. People don't know what authentic is.
Even people within our own communities
they've completely
lost touch of what's authentic.
They're just moving with the times and trying to follow other cuisines, and then it sort of gets melded.
Yeah.
Like, for example, wraps.
Yeah.
Like, that was a very Mexican thing.
Yeah.
And then the Indians sort of ruin it.
Put some chicken tikka in there.
Chicken tikka.
Bastardize
it.
Yeah.
And we don't need to stick to nothing going to... Because
your own cuisine should stand up on its own merits, really, shouldn't it?
And also, another thing I'm going to debunk. 96% of Indian restaurants in the UK are run by Bangladeshi people. And the rest are done by Pakistanis. And then there's a small percentage that are Indian.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculous.
The Indian ones, the actual Indian ones that you find will be vegetarian.
Yes.
They'll be vegetarian.
Usually Sikh or Hindu.
Sikh, Hindu, Punjabi.
Well, most of them you'll see. And what's funny, the other joke that I enjoy, halal meat. Oh, I'm allergic to halal meat. Genuine thing I heard once in one of our family members' restaurants. I'm allergic to halal meat. And they went, it's not halal. And they gave it, and goes, oh, this is the best meat I've ever had. And they went, it's halal. I'm not going to name names who it is. Very funny. Because you were so stupid to ask the question in the first place. Idiot.
Yeah.
But so many stories, so many things. I've written something about these instances. So hopefully it will.
Just when you were talking about the chef, the things that I've seen were, the chef is standing there at the stove in his butcher's covered in the chemistry chemistry professor.
It looks like a hippie sort of tie-dye outfit, but it's not. It's just turmeric.
Yeah,
and the spices.
And all manner of colours all over this white overcoat. He's wiping his hands all down his...
It's usually a lab coat, isn't it? That's the funny
lab coat, yeah. And he's there standing at the stove, cooking up this whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I'm not going to call it a curry. You can if you want. And he's there with a cigarette hanging out his mouth. Oh, cigarettes!
That's another funny one.
Smoking the cigarette, and it's gone all the way up to the actual filter. And he's smoking the filter.
I've seen ash drop it into curries before.
Ooh, that's grim.
Well, adding a bit of smoky flavour. I mean, it's a different way.
That's grim.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this guy, he was there standing, and you know what? When people are smoking a cigarette, but they're not taking it out of their mouth, and it's just, and their eyes are sort of squinted.
Because he's taking in so much nicotine.
Yeah, eyes are all squinted up, and he's there, and I think to myself, even at 13, 14, I'm thinking to myself, there's something very unhygienic about
But
it.
I'm sure nowadays there's a food hygiene things and all that. So
And
it's
that's what I
slightly
mean.
better. It is slightly better, so we're
Yeah.
not going to... But they do still do disgusting things like the chutney thing. I'm
Yeah.
not going to let that go. It's disgusting.
That's what I mean when I say maybe the next generation who have opened up their restaurants, hopefully they're a little bit more sort of savvy towards
still see
food
them do it.
hygiene and...
So when they take the plates away with your start, I can't get over it. Other people's hands and those... What disgusts me is those little spoons you get and they go use those little spoons to
Yes.
put in their mouth. I'm like, no, don't do that. And everything's made in a bucket, by the way. A yogurt bucket.
Yes.
Everything is made in a yogurt bucket. Those massive ones.
They get through shitloads of yogurt, don't
Yogurt
they?
buckets.
Shitloads
They
of
use their
yogurt.
yogurt buckets to make everything
Yep.
and put them in the fridge. And nothing's labelled in the fridge.
No. There's nothing labelled in the sense of, what day it's been created.
Yeah.
So they put when I used to work in these sort of places, the more sort of British style restaurants and pubs when I used to work there, they had something called like a day dot system. So
Oh, yes.
eat like a sticker with a day.
Yeah.
And then you put the day sticker on the thing to say
Simple
that's when it
food
expires.
Practices.
Yeah.
Like in commercial, like vacuum packing sauces so they last longer. Things
Yeah.
like that. And they're like, vacuum? What? Hoover?
Yeah.
You know what? What? No, we want to keep food.
Ask any of them if they know what the regulations are in terms of storing cooked meat and raw meat.
I'm telling you, the amount of times I've seen fish on top of meat on top of cabbages, with an onion bhaji in between.
Yeah.
Do they
Balancing it.
Hey, in the fridge.
Yeah.
Fridge, you keep good.
The onion bhaji is balancing everything, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
fresh cook, microwave fresh. Gordon Ramsay would have an edema in there. But yes, sorry to debunk Indian restaurants. I found that very funny.
Yeah.
But
that was unplanned. That
was very unplanned. But the last thing I
Impromptu.
want to show you, and this, going on food again. This is and my other interest, UFC. But it's nothing to do with fights. It's to do with the owner of the president of the UFC, Dana White.
Dana White.
Now
okay.
on his social media channels, on his Facebook, he has this thing called Fuck It Friday,
Okay.
where it's so weird. I've got addicted to watching it because he's so awkward and weird. What he tries is the weirdest foods, and his chef at the UFC offices makes it for him.
Right.
And it's just him talking over the food and explaining how it's made, doing a voiceover, and him eating it and then going good or bad. And I've got so much joy at how awkward and weird this so. Why is he doing
So
this?
is he eating some pretty weird shit?
Yeah, so he's going like this and going, yeah, it's good. That's it. And then he goes, it's a thumbs down from me. It's just so weird. So I've got to show you some. It brings me so much joy just to see this.
It sounds like he's got a bit too much time on his hands.
I mean, it's I don't know. You know the awkwardness and just how weird. You know, some things just make you laugh.
Yeah.
I can't get over how much this makes me laugh. And it's not. And maybe people won't get it, but I've got addicted to watching it because it's so weird seeing a guy that does fighting eat. Look, hold on. I put the.
Friday here at UFC headquarters. Today, though, we're going out of the office and we're going to a place right down the street called Creamberry. I cannot tell you how
Called what, sorry?
cool and unique this
So this
place
is-
So today, I'm going to be trying the cotton candy burrito and the waffle taco. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Cotton candy
Fucking Friday.
burrito.
Some cotton candy.
Look, this is the bit where he does the
Captain
voiceover.
Crunch.
Why is he? It's like he's cooking it. It's like Gordon Ramsay.
Then you roll it all up just like a burrito.
Just like really, Dana. Look how red he is. Look at him take a bite. Look at his face. This is
It's like he's regretting it before he's even tried it.
yeah. Look, he'll put a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Watch this. What is this?
That was excellent.
Look, what would you mean?
It is way better than you would expect it to be. Way better than you would expect it to be. There you go. Cotton candy burrito.
See what I mean? That's it. That's the video.
Start off with some graham
Look,
crackers.
can you see? Let me look at some more. This brings me so much joy. You have no idea. When I'm bored, where's the crazy one? Oh God, we're seeing some weird shit now. Where's Dana? Dana, come back! I don't want to see weird shit on Facebook. Oh God, I don't want to see this.
Is this your Facebook?
Yes, it is my Facebook.
It is?
Yes.
This is.
Oh, there we go. Fuck It Friday with. What's this?
You know, some of the stuff that's on there is sort of indicative of what your
No,
search is.
I've typed in the hashtag Fuck It Friday.
Okay.
It's a frozen pizza. It's available.
Okay, not this one. Where's the good ones? Hold on, let me find a good one for you. But this has brought me. Oh, here we go. Cheeseburger Crunch Wrap. You ready?
Cheeseburger what?
Crunch Wrap. It's Fuck It Friday. Yeah.
Cheeseburger Crunch Wrap, which is really a knockoff of the Crunch Wrap Supreme from Taco Bell.
They're just doing something. It's not even weird.
It's
just It's just. No, why is he? This is the bit that gets me. We use ketchup and mayo.
Transfer the cheeseburger patties onto the tortilla.
Listen to Dana.
Shredded cheddar cheese. Load it up with French fries. Top that off with some shredded lettuce. Fold it like a crunch wrap and put it back into the frying pan.
Thanks, Dana. No, then look how red he is.
What is?
Look at his face.
He. I mean, he is incredibly red. He's like the American Phil Mitchell.
Yes.
This is so good. It's
Look how weird it is.
cheeseburgers.
I love cheeseburgers.
This is unbelievable. You have to make one of these at home. Do it tonight.
I'll pass, thanks, Dana.
Winner. Home run.
American.
What is this?
I murdered that. This is what's left of that.
This is so weird.
How good that really was. It's funny because
It makes it weird because it's just so random.
No, it's so random and he's so odd. Like he's disillusioned to what the general public want. Like this is what's this? Mac and cheese chicken tender waffle sandwich. I can't. Sorry, this will be the last one. I can't stop watching.
It's absolutely shitty food.
Oh my god! Look at it.
Well, at least he's being honest about it now. Absolutely shitty food.
There's no way this isn't
He's less red in this one.
awesome.
It's this bit that gets me. It's the voiceovers.
He hasn't been standing by the hot plate all that.
Tomatoes and lettuce.
It's the voiceovers that get like he knows how to make this. He's just reading something off a sheet. Oh, it's done. There we go. And he's just standing there.
I'm going to cut into this so that I can even attempt to bite it.
It's just his face as well when he bites. It's just beautiful. This is content that I want to create. Imagine this. People try so hard to create content, and what you've got is Dana White eating and got how many views? No, people laughing.
He comes across as though he's trying to find something to do with his time.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolute winner.
absolute winner. Let's see one that he hates. Let me try and find one that he hates. Come on. What's this? Pizza rolls. He's going to like this, isn't he?
He's gonna like pizza rolls. Yeah.
Peanut butter ramen. There we go. That's going to be gross.
What's up, everybody? It's fucking Friday here at UFC headquarters, and today we're going to be trying peanut butter ramen.
That's me.
Boil the ramen.
This should be interesting. I mean, this sounds.
Create a sauce using 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Yeah, thanks, Dana. 2 tablespoons.
1.5 scoops of peanut butter.
This looks like diarrhea.
Transfer the cooked noodles into the sauce.
To be honest, if this is satay-like, this shouldn't be too bad.
Serve it with grilled chicken and a fourth.
This won't be that bad.
But that's not ramen though. That's not a
What's
ramen.
this shit cost? Like $1?
15 cents.
Cost 15 cents.
Oh my god, this is so weird.
15 cents. That poor.
Sorry, this might be the best one.
That's awesome.
I want to see what he hates.
Anything that he doesn't like.
Oh my god, where's one that he hates?
You know what? If he wants to call that a ramen,
There we go.
fine.
A deep fried uncrusted. No, that's going to be nice.
If he wants to call that a ramen,
There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the one.
What's up, everybody? It's fucking Friday here.
Can you see? Why has he got a vagina on his chest? What's going on?
Grilled cheese sandwich.
double grilled cheese sandwich. Americans love their grilled cheese sandwich, don't
It's
they?
donut grilled cheese.
Oh, is it?
Donut grilled cheese.
First, slice the donut in half. Put butter on the dough side.
Oh my god.
Put it in the pan and melt the cheese.
Oh my god.
And stack it.
Oh my god. This looks like pain.
All right, here we go. This is the donut grilled cheese sandwich.
Would that be nice?
I'm.
Can we say one that he doesn't like?
I was expecting to love this. I don't love it.
No.
One and done.
There you go. That's the end of the video.
2 weeks in a row now.
That's the end of the video. Don't like it.
But I reckon he probably would like it if there was like a salty element in that.
Look at you critiquing this. Are you not finding it how weird?
Oh, no,
I've got addicted to watching it.
I am finding it weird, but I'm also thinking he would like that
It needed a sauce element, a salty something.
I think it needs a salty element to it. The reason I say that because I'm sure I've seen something in Man vs. Food where they've done something similar and that had like bacon or something like that.
Bacon goes well with sweet, doesn't it? But obviously that's what maple syrup. That's what it's going to go well, isn't it? With that, so they need.
Yeah.
They need that, but like I've seen donut chicken burgers, cheeseburgers.
It's for you to say, isn't it?
Man, Dana White is just the best content. I'm sorry if no one else has seen that. That is the best content.
I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen it.
It makes me laugh, and the fact he calls it "Fucking Friday," yeah. What does that mean?
Irrelevant.
Fucking Friday, yeah. Fuck it. Let's go and get donuts and put cheese on it. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. That's a thumbs down from me.
It's all very awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, awkward.
Yeah? Awkward.
It's a thumbs up from me.
Thanks, Dana.
He just stares.
Thanks, Dana. Yeah.
And then the awkward. Cut the donut in half. the change in tone. But yeah, I'm glad I've shared that with you. And if anyone else wants to see that, go type in "Fuck It Friday."
It sort of reminds me
of "Fuck It Friday."
You know, when it concerns food, you know, you'd think there'd be an element of passion about the food and things like that. But it comes across to me as like those old sort of instructional videos, if you know what I mean.
But it's just whoever for UFC producing amazing content.
Yeah.
I'm glad they hire people to do that because they've just got some guy.
Yeah.
And go, "Then will you do the food thing?" It's like probably his like nephew or something.
Yeah.
They go, "All right then, I'll do it in the kitchen."
I mean, it comes across as rank amateur, doesn't it? That really
funny. Like, I don't mind amateur content like that.
Yeah.
But it just is so. What I find funny, the idea is fine.
Yeah.
But it's just so awkward.
Yeah. It comes across to me as like a corporate instructional video.
It's like he's being prodded.
Yeah.
But yeah, like being prodded like to say things from behind, like he's a puppeteer, like being. I love it. I love awkwardness, and it's just it reeks of Republican that. You know, being. Where's my guns? You know, the donut cheeseburger and. Where's my cousin Dora? You know, it's very Republican. Of course, he is a Republican. He's a Trump supporter.
He is very much so.
So yes. Anyway,
interesting that he's decided to do that with his time. I'd have thought that he'd have found something, you know. But it looks like it comes across as somebody who's I know what I'll do. I'll start a social media channel or a YouTube channel or something like that based on foods. It's like he's just starting out.
It's just he doesn't. For someone who is very well, supposedly, in touch with his target audience, it's mad. Fuck it, Friday.
It doesn't come
what
across,
on earth? Just seeing him awkward is just really makes my day. I like Dana White as well. When he's talking about fighting, I think he's great, and I love the controversy and the drama and all that. But doing that,
and so you sort of think to yourself, you know, for somebody who works within television, he's not very television. It comes across as somebody who's not very. It's like made for television.
Yeah, if we saw like Boris Johnson doing a crockery show, makes no sense.
Yeah.
What on his socials?
Boris Johnson doing like a car repair show or something, like a mechanics show.
I just paid David, my butler, to do it. And then he goes vroom vroom,
cheese,
vroom vroom, and then blah blah. Anyway, we've really got off on a tangent. I just thought we'd end on that funny Dana White thing. And I hope anyone who catches this, that it brings you joy.
I wonder what Dana White would think of Indo-Italian.
Oh, fuck it, Friday. We should maybe suggest it. Well, if anyone comes across this video and would like to message Dana White with Indo-Italian food, please do. And the place to catch us is at Big Brown Hairy. My Twitter is at Bobby_Rayman, and your Twitter?
Mine is at CheeseAddict77.
We're on all socials. At BBHarmy on YouTube if you're listening only, and if you are watching us and you'd like to just maybe listen to us on audio only, you can catch us on all podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever. we are available. We'll be making a lot more content soon, so we'll actually stop being lazy and actually doing it properly. We've upgraded our equipment, so we're getting there slowly, as you can tell.
That sounds awfully seedy.
Yes,
we've upgraded our equipment.
We've upgraded our fucking Friday. I can't get over it. So I hope you all enjoy your donut burgers or cheese grill, whatever he's doing. And as a parting note, David Cameron can go fuck himself. Anything else you want to add?
I think you said it very succinctly.
Yes, we'll be back soon. Probably start next week or the weekend or whatever. We'll make sure we get something out regularly. Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
He's ill, by the way.
I am ill. So yes,
such a trooper. He's ill, but he's still doing this.
Sorry if you have to listen to my snotty voice. But yeah, thank you ever so much for listening, and hope you tune in next time. And
goodbye
see you
all.
soon.
Goodbye all.